Right, okay, so part 2 of our food sweet making episodes. This is what we are making in this episode, some hard candy wrapped in some sweet wrappers. Yeah. Okay, so we can go ahead, new document, and then we can save it immediately. Yes, and let's save it as lesson 8, part 2, sweets in wrappers.svg. When you've done that, we need a star and polygon. Wait. And this is just going to have 2 corners. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. Yeah, I'm going to move that down, and then I'm going to move it across. Okay, and that's going to be the body of our sweet. Yeah. When we've done that, we need a rectangle. Thin or thick, it does affect the sweet, so something that kind of thickness will be okay. And then let's rotate it. Rotate it, duplicate, duplicate. Yeah, so we can have one there, we can have one there, we can duplicate it again, we can have one there, we can have one there. Okay, as many as you want. Let's select 1, select 2, select 3, select 4. And let's align these. Let's align them horizontally and let's align them vertically. When we've done that, and when we've still got these 4 selected, let's go ahead and union those. Okay, so now they're one object. Now that we've done that, this back object, we want to duplicate it. And when we've got that selected, hold down Shift, select the stripes, and we want the intersection of that. There we go. Yeah? Already it's starting to look a little bit like a sweet. Now we need the edges, yes, the wrappers that go here. So a thinner rectangle, and this time it does have to have the curved edges. Yeah? We know how to do that. Yeah? We can just change the curvature here like this. Okay, when we've done that, I'm going to duplicate it how many times? 1, 2, 3 times. I'm going to rotate it round like that. Take my second one, rotate that round so that's like that. And take the last one. I can cheat and just do that. Yeah. Now these are a little bit narrow. Yeah. How can I easily make these wider? I can make that one wider. Make that one. Wait. Yeah, so it helps if these are a little bit wider. So I'm going to start this again. Rectangle. Something like that, but with more of a curve. There we go. Duplicate. Rotate that round. Duplicate that. Rotate that round. Duplicate that. Rotate that round. Okay, something like that. Yeah? They're not perfectly aligned, I can see that, but it's good enough. Right, I'm going to union those. And then when I've done that, in a different colour, I'm going to put a rectangle over it. Let me change the colour of that so we can see more clearly. And then select 1, select 2, path, difference. Okay, and this is going to be the edge of our wrapper. Duplicate that, and then I can just flip that. Put that down there. Needs to be approximately the same colour. Yes, let me put that there. Select both of them because I want them both to be the same colour. And there we go, a little bit darker. Let me align those to the top. Yeah, that looks fine. And what we can do, we can push this to the bottom, push this to the back, yeah, so that it looks a little bit nicer. There we go, happy with that. That's fine. To make this stand out a little bit more, fill and stroke, it's useful to have a black stroke. Yeah, and here as well. And here as well. And here as well. Yeah, it makes it look a bit more cartoon-like. Now, this stroke is a bit thick here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Yeah, and also here. Not happy with how thick that stroke is there, but it also looks quite thin here. I'm just going to turn it down just a touch. Yeah. Okay, so now we want the shading. Yes, we want it lighter here, and we want it darker here, like a shadow. Okay, so this back object, yeah, we've got this back object here. I'm going to duplicate that, and then I'm going to duplicate it again. And with the one that's on top, I'm holding down Shift, and I'm just moving that in. With it still selected, holding down Shift, selecting the one that's behind it, and going path difference. Yeah? Now we have this object, and this object. Now this object, this one here, with this one selected, we're going to break it apart. Wait, hello. Path, break apart. There we go. Yeah, so now we've got this object and this object. Now we can do what we did last time. I'm going to get rid of the stroke. I'm going to make the color white. I'm going to make it slightly transparent. There we go, about 50%. With this one, the stroke, I'm going to get rid of the stroke. I'm going to fill this one black. And again, I'm going to make it slightly transparent. Yeah. And with that, we are pretty much done. This, I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to move, how to do this? Move that back a little bit. No, move this forwards a little bit. Move it back a little bit. There we go. So move this backwards. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, but something like that. Something like that looks quite nice. We can select everything. We can group it. We can move it to the top of the page, and then we can duplicate it. We can move it down. We can ungroup it, and once it's ungrouped, we can then start playing about with the colors. Change the stripes, and change this, yeah? Change these, holding down both of them. Any colors you want, yes? A nice bit of color harmony works well, but it doesn't have to be. Yep, there we go. We can duplicate it again, move it down again. We can align them later so that it looks beautiful. Again, ungroup it. This object here, yeah, make that purple, and this, any color you want. Yeah, let's go for a nice yellow. Where's yellow gone? Yeah, there we go, something like that. Change these as well. Happy with that, okay? When you've done that, I want like this. I want 8 of them. Now, I got a little bit lazy here. I should have changed these wrappers. These are the same color. These should be different, really. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So I want 8 hard-boiled sweets in wrappers. Save it, please. Less than 8 part 2 sweets in wrappers. Save it as an SVG. Save it again. Save it again as a PDF. PDF. Yeah. When you've done that, you can move the PDF file into your portfolio of work. You can open up your portfolio of work, and we know how to do this already, I think. Yep, right at the end, after this one, part 2, and we can just drag that in. Come on, chop chop. We've got our sweets here. Come on, why so slow? Yeah. And we've got these here, and we will use these later to make a collage. Okay. Right, have fun with that, and I'll see you for part 3.